It's Martin here and welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to tell you my secrets of how to master your sugar levels as a type 1 diabetic. Now, this is one of my favorite subjects because there's no more satisfying feeling of being in control of something so difficult as type 1 diabetes. It's so satisfying being in control of your sugar levels. When you prick your fingers in the morning and you see a nice 83, a nice 96, and you wake up fresh, and then you go to the gym and you're not having all these lows, and you're like, wow, I figured out a way to keep stable and have good sugar levels. So I want to share that with you. I want to tell you how. See, let me give you a little bit of background. I lived most of my life without having to worry about my sugar levels. I lived most of my life without type 1 diabetes. So when I would go to the gym, I didn't have to think about like a million things. Oh, what's gonna happen if I do this kind of exercise, that kind of exercise, what's gonna do with my sugar levels? And when I used to go out with my friends, I didn't have to think about, oh, where am I going, what restaurant, do I have sugar in my pockets? When I used to do anything, I didn't have to worry about insulin, sugar levels, sugar, and I didn't have to worry about type 1 diabetes. So when I got diagnosed, I wanted things to go back to normal. So I tried my best to live my life currently with type 1 diabetes as normal as possible, where I don't have to worry about my sugar levels and they're stable, and I can be confident that nothing bad's gonna happen to me, okay? Because when I was first diagnosed, again, I was just not informed of anything, and uncontrolled sugar levels literally made life a living hell. I'll be honest with you. The fact that I didn't have control of my sugar, I didn't have control of my diabetes, made my life like it was tough for me. Tough. To me, it wasn't normal not being able to just go on a walk with your friend, or going on a walk with your mom, and just not being able to focus on the present moment because you're so scared of going low. And then you eat something and your sugar goes through the moon, and you're like, why did that even happen? And then for me, it wasn't normal. So the issue is, if we don't master our sugar levels, if we don't have control over our sugar levels, it makes the life living, it's hard to live life like that. And the key is to learn everything about your diabetes, your unique diabetes. Learn how everything affects your sugar level, so you become very attuned with your body. Now, the problem is, when we live, we don't change anything, and we just constantly just throw our hands up in there and say, you know what, this is life, this is how it is. It's like we're accepting, like living life like that, on that roller coaster, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's just like there's no stability. And that's not a way to live life. Think about how much stress your sugar levels may add to your day if they're uncontrolled. Think about how hard it is, because in the back of your mind, you know, diabetes is messing with you somewhere over another. You know, even things like losing weight is a lot harder when your sugar levels are uncontrolled. Uncontrolled sugar levels is literally what makes type 1 diabetes so difficult. So the key, the solution, is to master your diabetes, master your sugar levels. Be confident in your diabetes management, where you go out to eat and you're like, yeah, I know exactly what to eat. You inject yourself with the appropriate amount of insulin, where you won't go and have these scary lows. Master your diabetes so you could predict, okay, at this point I should be probably eating a little bit peanuts, because the fats and proteins are going to sustain me. And you know, if I just eat bread right now, then my sugar levels are just going to go high, and that's not going to help me on this hike that I'm just making up scenarios here. But you start learning about yourself and what different foods do to your body. It's such a satisfying feeling, because it forces you to learn. It forces you to understand how everything affects your sugar levels. Now, don't think that, you know, good diabetes management, good sugar level control just comes, you know, oh, someone has it. No. It's a skill that you learn, you develop, you get better at it. It's like it's like a ladder, you know. It's like you go up. I went from A1Cs of 11.7 to 5.1, but it wasn't just. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm done. I have master. No. I'm still learning every single day. My body's constantly changing, but I never felt this control of my body. I feel like my body's like a machine, and I just know how it functions so well. I know when I'm feeling stressed that I have to separate myself, or else my sugar levels are gonna go high. I know that if I don't, eat a certain thing at a certain time, I know that I'm gonna have a low, and I use my food in a strategic way to give me energy. Now, the best way to master your diabetes, again, is to understand yourself fully. Track everything. Track how everything affects your diabetes. Because the more you understand yourself, the more you can do tweaks, the more you can change things. And again, the more you master your diabetes, your sugar levels, the more you think about improving. And it's not like, oh, you either have it or you don't. You're either good at this or you're bad. No, it's something that it takes time, and you get better and better and better and better at. It's a constant improvement. Because our bodies are constantly changing. I guarantee that the quality of life as a type 1 diabetic would drastically change for you if you really master your sugar levels. Really pay attention to what you're eating. Track everything. Okay, if when I ate this happened, okay, maybe I shouldn't eat that. And you're going to start realizing that your body it's just unnatural things. Your body, it's too hard to manage as a type 1 diabetes. And I'm gonna explain myself very, very quickly. Someone with a working pancreas, eats an ice cream sundae, let's just say, all this sugar. Do you think that is healthy for that person to eat that? It's not. Okay? So for a type 1 diabetic, it makes it 10 times harder because, we have to manually act as a pancreas. But those things aren't healthy to begin with. So your body literally, you start becoming so attuned with your body that your body's literally telling you, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. This is unhealthy. I can't, the spike is too much. And you start adapting, you're gonna start seeing foods that don't affect you in a good way, and then you're going to start seeing foods that affect you in a better way, and then you start building on top of that. And I can rant about this because there's so much to this topic of mastering your own diabetes, and it does something like it forces you to learn everything there is about health. And I think it's awesome. I think the more I learn about myself, the more control I have over myself, the more confidence I develop. And I swear, I would not be as this healthy as I am right now if I wasn't diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I was into fitness, but I was doing all these horrible diets that weren't natural. I was doing these my image of health was so blurred. But type 1 diabetes forced me to embrace health for what it really is, and eat foods that are actually good for me, and instead of just trying to cheat my way and take shortcuts. There's no shortcuts with type 1 diabetes. So with that being said, now if you want to improve your A1Cs, I'm looking for a couple of people that really want to improve their A1Cs, and I can't work with everybody, so I'm only choosing a handful of people. Big transformation here, where they have high A1Cs and they go to non-diabetic or close to a non-diabetic A1C range. Again, and the reason why is to avoid diabetic complications. If you are interested in working one-on-one with me to improve your A1Cs, to master your diabetes, to feel in control and just feel like you have a grasp over type 1 diabetes, click on the link in the description below and watch the free video, read through everything, read through the website, apply for a free strategy session. And if things work out, we'll talk about maybe working for a long period of time. But the least thing I could do for you is give you a free strategy session so you can really understand how, give you implementable steps, again, to improve your A1Cs and reach that level. So click on the link, apply on the application page, and then I'll get in touch with you personally, and we'll take it from there. So wishing you the best, and again, a little encouragement at the end of every video: keep on going. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. You may have bad days. You may have a bad week, a bad year, a bad couple of years. The present moment is the only thing that we can have, that we actually have. So you can make the decision right now to drastically change your health, drastically change your life. So keep on going. It's not like, oh yeah, everything's rainbows and butterflies, but we keep on going.